It's time. It's time. Right now, it is time. What are we waiting on when we're talking about happiness, joy, the things that make us really have something to look forward to in life, the things that make us want to, jump out our skin with so much excitement for the day? It's time. It's time to make moves. It's time to make things happen. It's time to grow. It's time to revive ourselves. It's time to renew ourselves. It's time to get stronger, faster. It's time. It's time for all of the things one may have been through, for all the things one may feel like they're going through. It's time to come out of that darkness. It's time to come out of that shell. It's time to come out of the traps that we have set for ourselves, trying to, shield ourselves from pain, shield ourselves from all the things that life can sometimes do to us through the course of time that affect our very being, very being. We're not perfect. We're not perfect. Life is not perfect. It's not designed to be that way, but it is beautiful. It is beautiful, and no one can take that from you. No one can take that from me. It's time. It's time. I never believed in hurry up and wait. Never believed in that. And sure, I'm not a patient person. I'm not. But I do know that there comes a moment in time when one has to take risk. There comes a moment in time when one has to launch forward. There comes a time when one has to say, hey, I can't continue to wait for something great to happen in my life. I have to make it happen. I have to make it happen. It's not going to just come sit on my lap. Thing about it is, when you're talking about days, hours, seconds, the longer we wait to try to enhance our lives, make our lives what we want it to be, it gives room for not so great things to happen, setbacks to happen, push us further and further and further back. And now we got a lot, just that much more work to do. Gotta work just that much harder. Gotta, travel just that much longer to get to where we want to be. Happiness, joy, satisfaction, contentment, smiles, laughter, all of the warm parts of this one life. We only have this one life. What are we going to wait on? Why are we waiting? It's time. It's time to dig in deep. It's time to really just push forward with relentlessly. Relentless. You got to be just really just unemphatic energy. Just saying, hey, no, I'm not accepting less anymore in my life. I'm not accepting any more times, any more stresses, any more, just getting by moments. It's time. It's time. See, I really believe in my heart that we were never born to just live a life of struggle and strife throughout. I just can't believe that. What will be the point? I don't see God giving us life just for it to be just that. Every day, never ending. Things keep coming up, negative things, bringing us down, sometimes ripping our very hearts out of our souls. I don't see that. It don't add up. The math just not there to support it. We have to show God how bad we want it. Show God how bad we want life. And life is one with purpose, one with joy, one with those things that make us feel so good about ourselves. I used to suffer from lack of self-love. Used to suffer from lack of self-like, And no matter what nobody would say about me, You can get praises from the whole world, but if you can't praise yourself, then what's the point? What's the point? And being someone who has lived that, I can tell you, it's pointless. It's pointless. Now, does that mean you can't have successes? No. In the midst of all that, I had great successes. Had everything, we could ever want in this world, in this life. Did I smile? Did I laugh? Sure, on occasion. But deep down inside, when you suffer from self-love and self-like, it's hard to keep that laughter going. It's hard to have a genuine smile, Doesn't matter what you got parked outside. Doesn't matter what you have keys to. Doesn't matter what all the great things going on in your life. You have to have self-love. You have to have self-like. And you have to be proud of yourself. And I suffer from lack of all of those. Now I have it. Took a long time to get here. Long time to get here. But I'm here now. And now the question is, what is the next move? It's time. It's time to unleash all of my talents, my skills, all the things I want to do. This is an interesting scenario, right? You ever done something you didn't want to do? You didn't want to do it. You know what I mean? Living a life you don't want to live, feeling trapped, feeling like, you're not in control, feeling like, hey, you're dictated by your surroundings, atmospheres, how we're born, where we're born, whom we're born. I mean, on and on and on and on and on. But we have choices. And it doesn't always seem that way. It doesn't. It doesn't. And there are times it seems like we have no choices but to go this direction or that direction, But that's us being controlled like puppets, There are two spiritual sides. There is that side that wants to give you nothing but the greatest of joy and happiness and wants you to get there and gives you the tools to get there. Then there's that side that wants to see you struggle, that wants to see you in strife all the time, constantly sending stuff your way to consistently bring you down, consistently make you feel bad about yourself, consistently make you feel powerless, consistently make you feel like, you don't have nowhere to go, no way to go, but always standing still, telling you things, in your ear, whispering in your ear all the time, that this is just, it is what it is. No, it's not. No, it's not. It is what you make it. And no one can ever change that true fact. It's time. It's time to make a change. It's time to get what you deserve in this life. It's time to grow. It's time to mature. It's time to get off that couch and say, no, I'm not going to just sit back and let life be still and be stagnant. Have things that, are constantly not going my way. No, we have choices and we have to dig in deep. And it's a fight. It's a fight. But so ironic about that. We fight every day, not even knowing it. We fight those never-ending things. We fight, how we really feel and fight bad feelings, and we fight all these crazy things that are thrown our way each and every day. We're fighting anyway. Why not fight for something that's beneficial to one? Why not fight for something that's going to, build one's self-esteem up, going to build one's life up, going to take one's life to another level? Why not fight for that? You're fighting anyway. You're fighting anyway. Why not fight and decide it's time? It's time to not settle anymore. It's time to be everything that you can be. When? If not now, when? Next week? Next year? You know, New Year's, funniest thing in the world to me. New Year's, New Year's. Well, I'm going to lose some weight this year. I'm going to do this. I'm going to do this. I'm all these different things. But what if it doesn't happen? What if it doesn't happen right away? What if this happened with, and you done waited for this great grand day that was supposed to be this awakening moment? Now what you gonna do? Wait for the next New Year's? No. New Year's is any day that you choose to be a new year. New you is a day, any day that you choose to be a new you. New life is the day that you choose to breathe new life into yourself. You deserve it. You earned it. You know? If no one else deserves it other than you, you tell me who that is. You tell me who that is. You know? Do everything we can for our children. We'll do everything we can for our friends and associates and this, that, and the other. But what do we do for ourselves? What do we do to take our lives, to where we really want it to be? Living in misery, living in sorrow, living in regrets, living in, sometimes I would say, mourning over losses of life. Losses in life, I want to get that right, say that the right way. Things that we had no control over, times that we had that job right in our grasp and it fell through. Times we had that idea in our hands and it seemed like it fell through. Times that it seems like we had that, great love and it fell through. It's time. Gotta rise above the setbacks. Gotta rise above the roadblocks. Gotta rise above those humps in the road that are designed to slow us down. It's time. If not now, you tell me when. You tell me when. This is a moment in time that's being marked not only for you that may be looking at this video, but a mark in time for myself. Marked. Check. Got it. It's time. And the time is right